Hi guys, I figured I was overdue a new video, but things have been a bit hectic here. I mean, I've just been playing video games, so it's not that hectic, but games are good. It's been so long since I've done a video that my hair's gone pink. I mean, wild time. um, anyway, this week I decided I'd do a video with just a few facts about me, as well as a quick update on where I'm at with my reading backlog, rather than delving too much into any one book or handful of books. So, I don't know how many facts there are going to be, so let's find out together. Number one, I'm 33. I was born in 1986 and have lived ever since. Long may it continue. Fact number two is I live in Essex in the UK. I don't have the stereotypical Essex accent, but I could put it on if I tried. I just don't want to. It's not the best accent. It's not the worst. People kind of hate on it when it's not too bad. It's just that little bit. I don't know. It's a little bit too South Essex really that has that accent, whereas I'm more up in the north half. Fact number three, I have a degree in maths that I do not ever use. I work in data. I do a lot of work in data and spreadsheets, nothing to do with Fourier series and set theory, nothing there, but I've got that degree, so that's something. Fact number four, I actually meant to be getting married this year. We were meant to get married in April. Then we had to postpone it because of COVID-19. Then we postponed it till June. And we're now halfway through June and we're not married. So we've had to postpone it again. It's now happening in the later half of this year, which is quite obvious because the early half of this year has gone nearly. So yeah, we're getting married later this year. Everything else is on hold. No honeymoon planned at the moment because that was meant to be Disney in Florida, but we'll see. Fact number five, I have 7 tattoos. All of them are on my arms. So I've got Cardcaptor Sakura's kind of key. I have Lilo and Stitch. An Eevee, a Dedenne, an Emolga, and a Bulbasaur, and then a Chocobo from the Final Fantasy series in blue. Emolga's the best Pokemon, let's be honest. So, fact number 6, I'm a Hufflepuff. Actually, most of the time I'm sat on my sofa with this nice big Hufflepuff cushion. I've got Hufflepuff shoes. I've got another Hufflepuff cushion because you can't have too many. I didn't really think about what I was until a few years back, and my other half she's very strongly Ravenclaw, and so it works. Fact number 7, not really surprising, but my favourite author is Raymond E. Feist. I own every one of his Rift War Cycle books. I'm gesturing with some cat nail clippers. I have every one of his 30 Rift War Cycle books, some on the shelf to me, the rest in storage. I've got the first book in his new series back there somewhere. Still not read it, even though he's my favourite author. There we go, slipping into the Essex accent there, saying author. Yeah, he's my favourite author. I just love how evocative and descriptive his work is. His character building is fantastic and his world building is even better. So fact number 8 is only a recent one. I write for a UK based website that discusses the NFL team, the Los Angeles Chargers. Find us at chargedupbolts.com. Been doing that for a couple of months now. Fact number 9, I have a podcast with those people, which I will be recording one of in 45 minutes time, which is interesting. It's just another way of me getting kind of that more practice at public speaking like this is, and just get get my opinions out there on those Chargers. Yeah, and for once I'm not actually wearing a Chargers jersey whilst I'm recording one of these videos. This is just a t-shirt for the pop punk band Punchline, who are fantastic. Anyway, fact number 10. As a few people noticed, I have many pop vinyl figures. I've probably got about 500. In fact, my phone, which I'm recording this on, is actually sat on a couple of pop vinyl figures for stability. There we go. Yeah, we've probably got about 500, maybe 600 in our flat. We've got some pretty valuable ones. In that case just behind my left shoulder is Red Skull and Renly Baratheon, the original Sonic the Hedgehog, Tails and Knuckles. Tails is the best character, don't want to hear otherwise. He's just as fast as Sonic, and he can fly. Just saying. Yeah, so we've definitely got some we need to sell. We've got some old Disney ones in there as well, a few signed pops, but we've got a kid on the way, so we kind of don't really have the room for them. But I keep buying them. So I guess it's 10 facts. I guess 10 facts is what we're doing today. There's more I could think of, but not right now, not off the top of my head. I'm lazy. So where are we with books? So kind of fallen a bit behind because I keep streaming video games instead. We've recently got a PC. I don't have a webcam yet, which is why I'm recording on my phone. But we recently got a PC and I've been playing a lot of games on that and streaming over on Twitch at Blue Emolga over on Twitch. Blue Emolga. And I've been streaming on there pretty much every other day at the moment, which means I've not been reading as much, which means I've fallen behind on my Raymond Feist reread with the Midkemia Discord server. I'm actually, now gesturing with scissors, I'm actually now about half a chapter behind them, so I'm really nearly there, and we've got one chapter left after today until we finish Prince of the Blood. Then we'll move on to King's Buccaneer, which I always had the opinion that King's Buccaneer was a much better book than Prince of the Blood, but rereading Prince of the Blood, it surprised me how much I've enjoyed reading this one. It's kind of, the two books are kind of just a filler between one generation and the next, the Rift War Saga and the Serpent War Saga. And so these kind of two books just focus on the kids of some of the adults from that series, who then become adults in the kids are the adults in the next saga. So it's kind of just a little bit fillery, but you know, it's quite a good book, Prince of the Blood. It focuses on a pair of twins, one of which becomes heir to the throne, and then his brother, who then has to deal with knowing that he's always going to be wanted for being the brother of the next king, not for himself. No one's going to value his opinions, and he's always going to have to stand by his brother. Their stories kind of diverge, and it follows them over the space of a couple of months, and I was just really surprised by how interesting I found this. It introduces the best character in the whole series, though. Nakor, the Blue Rider, magician who... He's not a magician, he's a gambler. He has tricks. He's a fantastic character. So I've nearly caught up with that. I'll probably catch up after recording this, before recording my podcast. The Charged Up Bolts podcast. So I'll be finishing that tomorrow. I've fallen behind on Shades of Grey by Jasper Fforde, just because I've been trying to catch up with Prince of the Blood, and I've also kind of stopped reading Vicious by V.E. Schwab, not through any dislike or anything. I'm enjoying it, but I did that thing which I do quite often, where I get too many books on the go at once, and pair that with the streaming and podcasting, and you run out of time to do things. So I'm going to finish Prince of the Blood, I'm then going to finish Shades of Grey, then Vicious, With the Discord server, we're going to move on to the King's Buccaneer. And with my book club, the Still Buffering book club over on Facebook, we're moving on to Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman, the second book in the Scythe trilogy, which I'm quite looking forward to, because we read Scythe as a group last month. I say we. They read it as a group last month. I read it earlier in the year, so I didn't get to join in, whereas I kind of just wanted them to get through it and enjoy it, because now that they've enjoyed it, we've been able to choose Thunderhead as the next book, and I've got Thunderhead and The Toll, books 2 and 3, on the shelf to the side of me. So I'm quite keen to get back to them. So that's Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman. Yeah, so anyway, that's probably enough for now, right? Yeah. So stay safe, Black Lives Matter, trans rights, and bye.